Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Runner 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the Cyan Empire, we have DojoCore. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Green Soviets, we have Yannick. Spawn on the top left side as the Blue Allies, we have 0010. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Red Empire, we have Berat. Spawn on the right side as the Yellow Allies, we have Vindies. Spawn top right side as the Orange Empire. We have ATB. Yeah, it's hard for me to say what could be the issue of why your Aurora program's not seeing your Steam install. Yeah, make sure you can able to launch up the Runner 3 game without their CNC Online. Make sure at least launch it up one. That can also set some registry keys, potentially. Blue Dog advancing up north. We got a Blue Dog heading down south. Orange Burst Drone heading over here. We do have a DojoCore here. Bear trying to stop the engineer. Right now, that's a very, very tight window for the engineer to pop on out. Oh, and does get in there and does get the oil derrick now. We do got, of course, the tank busters now going on down. Imperial Wars advancing on forward as well. Bear does go for a roar there and failed. We do have the Imperial Warriors running around. And now we do have a sentry gun being pulled on the field. Ace Dojo now going on down. Signed us about one Ace Dojo there. Bonsai charges coming on out. Got mutual kills from both sides. And Red's now going to try to push forward here with the sentry gun before it gets deployed on the field. Out of curiosity, is your computer using Windows 11 as opposed to Windows 10? If so, try maybe a compatibility mode. I'm using Windows 10. Can't say the Aurora CNC Online has been updated to support Windows 11. And I really don't want to go to Windows 11 myself. Imperial Warrior does go on down there. Up north, we've got these Imperial Warriors advancing forward, trying to get some good damage on the oil derrick. And looks like these infantry units are getting focused down by Stingrays. Stingrays, of course, pretty decent versus infantry. Those get focused down right there. A pair of flak troopers have been bullfrogged in. Stingrays now making its way to land and actually get the flak troopers back inside of the bullfrog to escape on out there. But does lose that Stingray. Peacekeepers are starting to be gunned on down, and this is starting to be focused on down as well. Apollo gains some good damage there onto these Vindicators. Or not Vindicators, Jet Tengus. They do transform away, they're both pretty wounded. We got this DojoCore starting to be focused on down. Red's starting to clean up Science Advance, and both of those Mechanicals do go down, and they did not have honorable discharge selected just yet. Imperial Warriors hitting down this refinery. We got these Mechatangos backing on off. We got a fresh refinery core going for this expansion here now. We got more Stingrays advancing forward with green. Now we do got a pair of flak troopers going way over there. That was the same ones that got loaded up earlier and saved. And nope, those are not mag mines there. Thought I heard of them blowing up mag mines. I think let's just get some great hits there on those Stingrays. This Sun Transport's completely filled up with tank busters, and that one gets shot down as well. Still no honorable discharge. You know how the Assault Destroyer advancing forward, trying to get some crushes on these wall segments. Down south, we do have the Mechatangus receiving a bit of fire there. These Warbears are still alive. Does get great discharge there onto these Mechatangus, almost fully destroying a whole bunch of them, but leading to very minimal health there. Fox Trooper does finish off that low health one as well. And also Orcopter make it focus down. NCV's trying to come forward for some crushes. This is a Sun Transport, not a Orcopter. and having trouble crushing these forces. Let's take out the ore collector there. Sun transport has been reviewed. It does get taken out there. Does not get the honorable discharge onto that flak trooper. Up north, we do have these riptides advancing forward, trying to gun down these ore collectors. How easy you can lose stuff in this game. On AO2, you have to watch the enemy destroy you slowly. Pretty much, it's a different era of games. RTS has gotten faster and faster pace since the late 90s. Hulls do fly about, we're seeing a bit of fire there. And now we do have the Assault Destroyer camping blues, orange's Mecha Bay. We got Sign trying to go for engineer steel cap onto this oil there. And it looks like he is going to be successful. Nope, the bomb does come on in. MCV, the tank gets crushed there because the tank busters keep on going into the ground like that. Conscript can slowly gun down these tank busters. So the short sword engaged in this Mecha Bay. Is that tier 3 Mecha Bay? I can't see by the icons there, but that looks like tier 3 Mecha Bay. Yep. Age of Empires is one of those more slower RTS games. Even the other games like Age of Empires 3 and 4 are slower than, say, the Command & Conquer games. Yes, engineers in this game can steal buildings like Kane's Wrath. They do have also display timer above their head if it's not a neutral structure as well. So you can able to read the engineer capture a bit more quickly. It's just that, like in Kane's Wrath, are you serious? Tank busters in the ground can take so much damage. In Kane's Wrath, Tiberium Wars 3, the engineers caps instantly. In this game, they do have a bit of delay as well to capture all structures, bar the neutral ones. Apollos do see a bit of damage there. One of those Apollos do go down. Now got these Firecopters getting some good shrinks there as well. The thing with engineer caps, just like in Kane's Wrath, you just sell off the structure before it gets captured and quickly kill off the engineer. Though it's a bit hard, not as quick to kill off the engineer in this game. We have the instant dojo now being gunned down there. It does go down there. And the Empire players now advance up north. We've got a good force here by yellow. Desolator Strike deployed out from team left side. Sign does have a decent force here. Includes the Striker VXs and Tsunami tanks. Red's advancing through that toxic corrosion as well. And Orange has lost one of its expansion points now. Cryocopter, Cryoblast is coming forward as well. Nothing to finish off the you got Apollo there, where Vindicator does bomb those frozen structures. And try to get some missile hits there, but the Assault Destroyer is going to be eating those rockets. Apparently sustained no damage from those rockets. I thought it sustained some, but apparently it doesn't take any damage there. Huh. Drunken DojoCore trying to set on up. And it gets unshrunken there now. Your Warriors trying to engage this refinery core there. And looks like the Assault Destroyer does not receive any damage from those Striker VX anti-aircraft rockets. Interesting. Command Hub trying to be pulling out of the field. Orange has been completely knocked out of the game. This is now a 2v1. Red and yellow do have a decent force here, but there's a great point defense drone there, getting a lot of extra point defense drones. Blue does have a good number of Cryocopters in this region, so let's shrink down the Assault Destroyer. Green's going to advance forward with the Tsunami tanks there. Striker VXs for anti-aircraft support. Assault Destroyer receiving some fire there. What? EMP missile from the aircraft carrier just came on in, get a great hit there. You also have a Athena cannon going out shield generator, getting some good damage. Cryo shock that comes over there. It's they're not getting frozen, even though there's okay. There must have been some animation bug there because I didn't see next to the cryo shock there. Massive destruction there. That honorable destruction's got big honorable destructions there. A lot of cash bounty there for green. Cryo shot does come forward there as well. Got a Mirage tank in the mix as well, getting frozen down by Blue's Cryocopter. Red and Yellow's going to be advancing forward as well. Yellow's also low in power. Their Tesla troopers getting focused on down. We've got these forces now just advancing on forward. We've got the Stingray being focused down. These forces are advancing forward, as well as got some rockets and missiles taking out that Cryocopter. So now takes advancing forward. Does get a good crush there on that shrunken tank. And Red's now advancing forward with a pretty sizable force, though is lacking a little bit of anti-aircraft department. Ooh, that was a lot of friendly fire damage there. Athena Cannon also being hit by a significant amount of toxic corrosion there. So I'm taking some great crushes there. And mass shrink there by Yellow, trying to force his teammate falling back, I guess. Striker VX does find some shots there. Apollo's now pushing way forward. Blue's Apollo does go down. And there's now Para-Athena cannons in this region. That could be a Mirage tank right there. Yes, that is a Mirage tank. Blue has a lot of infrastructure out at sea. Pulling out some more assault destroyers. Yellow has a significant number of Athena cannons. That instant dojo was instantly destroyed. And now we do have the Apollos engaging each other. Some anti-aircraft support as well. Assault destroyer does get a good crush there on some of these tsunami tanks. Does get a little more crush before going on down. Cryo blast when on the field. Athena cannon deployed on out. And Green's now streaming some bears up north. We got a nice flank there of Tesla troopers and hammer tanks with a minigun artillery down.
I've had enough.
When the Tesla troopers get bombed by a Vindicator, more forces advancing forward of the tsunami tanks, Superior Warriors, and tank clusters. Cryo shot, more cryo shots there. So Destroyer coming for a crush there. It does get a crush there on the Athena cannon, and does get a crush there on the Mirage tank there. Gets one more crush onto the tsunami tank before going on down. Got the Emperor's Rage right there, and now Red's remaining force is going to get flanked. Does advance forward a big wave of infantry and the Athena cannon. Does have one Mirage tank still on the field. Yellow has a lot of good heroic units here. Red's now starting to make this advance. Yellow has good forces here. And now we've got some terror drones and Tesla troopers being paradropped on in. Looks like the terror drones do get infects there, but one of them does get short off before getting the fishing bite there. Science MCV's now packing up, trying to get on out there. The Defender Corps is on low power. Now got some King Oni here. So I'm taking some great crushes there, and the MCV will go down. Go for a bull rush there. Bears being dropped on in. Does not get very good roars off because these are veteran infantry units. And now the King Oni is shrunken down. Athena Cannon does get crushed there by the tsunami tank. It's the guy now Assault Destroyers advancing forward. Does have, of course, two King Oni here. Does shrink that one down. Does take out, crush the shrunken King Oni with the Assault Destroyer. Laser locks coming on in, trying to deal with this, but does get Desolator airstriked. Red's now advanced forward with the infantry. Tracker VX getting some great hits there on this Chopper VX. Does not take it out right there. And there's now the shield generator there from the Athena cannon. Very good teamwork. You now have a Dreadnought deployed on the field for green. Is that a sudden transport? No, it's not. Refinery does go down. Got a sizable force here, including King Oni and Athena cannon and the Mirage tank. The King Oni Corps can bowl charge forward, instantly destroying one of these multi-gunner turrets. Up north, we do have this forward expansion going on down to an aircraft carrier. And the Dreadnought getting some great hits there onto these refineries. You have Psionic Decimator and a Proton Collider put on the field by... Oh, Team Right Side has just 2 super weapons. As well as Chronosphere, the most deadliest of all the super weapons. Oh, did I hear Natasha? But you got Natasha snipe there onto this Athena cannon. You can use a... not one of these units to capture up that Athena cannon. And now there's a lot of forces trying to push them forward. Natasha's trying to stop these forces from claiming that Athena cannon. Red now has claimed the Athena cannon. Natasha does see a bit of fire there. V4 fires a decent rocket there on the King Oni. Does have some Mechatingus to engage, gun down some of these forces. And does throw the infantry forces over there. Could have used the Tesla Trooper, apparently. And now the V4 will go on down. Green space may go down. Yellow does have a frozen Mirage tank. And its aircraft carrying getting some good hits there. I'm not sure where the Dreadnought may have went. And I'm not sure where Natasha may have went either. Assault Destroyer getting some good hits on here. Multi-gun turret here to pull it on out. The King Oni should probably just do a bull rush to quickly take it out. Now you've got a Apocalypse tank here. Now that's time for bull rushes, right? You now got the Emperor's Rage right there, getting some great rate of fire benefits. Green's going primary base will be gutted. He still has a naval expansion, but it's having trouble with a fully heroic Assault Destroyer. It does take out the Battle Lab in time. And Green's ground base has been sold off. Assault Destroyer may be able to skip on out there by getting out to sea. And thanks to its fully heroic status, it can get fully repaired up given enough time. Now, do you have a Kirov out in the field? And these jet tankers do go get shot up a bit by those bullfrogs. Chronosphere now deployed out, active. And it's not looking good. Those lose. He needs to just use it onto these bullfrogs, teleport inside the cliff face, but it was unsuccessful. Striker VX now engaging. Now there's a fully heroic Kirov. This Proton Collider is going to go on down. Proton Collider's gone down. This Kirov still has plenty of health, and it's going to use the afterburners. The I'm not sure what that build is called actually. To get on out of there, and does still have health regen, so it's able to get itself prepared up relatively quickly. Aircraft carrier getting good bomb runs. This Kirov is still becoming a huge, massive problem. And now we've got Mass Ore Collector playing pulled out by Science. If Science is going for Mass Ore Collector, might as well back up the game and get the infrastructure to his teammate. Green could especially use that infrastructure himself. Blue space, he still has some forces here. Yellow and blue about ready to engage each other. I'm still curious about this Kirov. Kirov was going to take some time to take out this ore refinery. Ore Collector versus Ore Collector. Ore Collector won. Red's not going to advance forward with this ground army here. Yellow still has this aircraft carrier engaging. I'm going to see some fire from the Dolphins. Kirov still needs some repairs. Got these cryocopters in the going to be focused down there, going for a cryo blast as well. All's in the air as well, trying to get these cryocopters. A lot of cryocopters in that region. Now the Psionic Decimator is going to be focused down by these ore collectors. Red's now advancing forward with his ground army into Blue's base. The Psionic Decimator may actually go down due to ore collectors. Red's MCV is now starting to be frozen down. He does not have a whole lot of infrastructure remaining. In fact, losing that MCV will net him no more production structures other than his own ore collectors. It does take out the MCV now. So Red only has Micro to offer his team. Kirov does take out that Psionic Decimator, no problem. And this heroic Kirov is still pushing way forward. Red and Yellow advancing towards this base here. Blue has some good infrastructure at sea. And has an MCV way over here. You now have Sentry Bomber here. Red has back in the game, getting all the infrastructure to yellow. So yellow has a good amount of economy and forces. Probably has a really good reserve or income at the moment. Green's still in the game. Green does not have any production, economy at the moment, other than an oil derrick, but still can get back in the game. He has access to a naval port and an airport. Once they get out an ore collector, then he should be able to collect enough credits to get out an NCV. Yellow needs to stop wasting his shots on those wall segments. They're not that important. These ore collectors getting some damage on in. Seriously, Sancho back out of the game. He's able to give all of his money and bases to Green. That would be great for him. It does get actually ore collected back on the line. In fact, he found a wounded one to bring back on the line. Good bonsai charge there. Science base is starting to be gutted. It still has a naval expansion, so it won't be knocked out of the game anytime soon. You know, she really should back out of the game. Do now have a Tanya out in the field, interesting enough. And his ore collectors are still getting some work done. They're both in veteran as well. I wonder where that Kirov may have went. May have been finally focused down. Green has expanded down south over here. He actually had an MCV out the entire time, apparently. Aircraft carriers trying to finish off these forces. Assault Destroyer trying to make his way back for some repairs to deal with that, what's it called, terror drone. Now, cool stuff. Get some great ultra torpedoes there, and the aircraft carrier does go down. Blue now is an engineer here, somehow. Blue still has a... no ore collector there, no prospector. He only gains good hits down this base. This game's gone strange very, very quick. Cyan, green, and blue are all pretty much gutted. Yellow has very good infrastructure. 2 refineries. Third refinery there. 4 refineries. So yellow has more economy than all their opponents combined. And let's just go and switch through all the players. This is yellow. Yellow has a also massive reserve of resources. Spend it. We do, of course, this is blue here. Yeah, that's definitely blue. Blue does not have much economy at the moment. And this is the Empire player. Empire player has a massive reserve of resources. He really should be back on the game and give all this economy to, say, one of these players. Green does have a good reserve as well, but in a bit of a precarious position. Has a good number of Akula subs here. Needs to get out of Seaport. Going for a battle lab, apparently. That's a bit strange. And we've got him also advancing down south. Do not have a fully heroic ore collector here. Right now, yellow needs to focus on more naval aggression. Cryocopters, assault destroyers, aircraft carriers. Tanya can be sent out to support as well. This ore collector is actually not collecting, so that is a bit of oversight. And now getting a great hit there. There's getting splash damage on ore collectors stacked up on each other. And we'll take out both those units there, getting fully heroic status. Ore collectors is now firing away, getting some great damage there on the science base. Takes out ore collector out as well. And does lose that Athena cannon, but now we've got this Mirage tank here, now fully heroic. And now should clean up this base area there. Still has access to this ore refinery down here. And sells off that ore refinery. Anya has been parachuted on in. Looks like maybe dropped by the sentry bomber. Blue's gonna be knocked out of the game shortly. Sign may get knocked out of the game shortly. Blue just needs to keep his MCV alive, then he can bring Protocol to assist his teammates. Gonna be basically down to green and yellow. Got multiple sentry bombers here. These ore collectors are still being very, very problematic. Kanye is now at the elite status. He still has the allied player still has access to elite King Ponya on the field. He doesn't really need to rely on more ground forces since he has that. Dolphins getting some great damage there. And Desert Strike does come down on top of the Dolphin. And this will knock out Cyan. Cyan needs back out of the game immediately. Oh, Tanya is going to get gunned down by a ore collector. Somehow. And that was General Move order, and so he lost those sentry bombs as well. But that sentry bomb did land top of a bullfrog, taking it out. Needs to work on these bombing runs with the sentry bombers. I have no idea what's going on right there. Once that gets knocked out, Cyan will lose will be knocked out of the game, and all that money he has stored up will go to waste. We've got another Kirov here. No Apollos are deployed on. Oh, there's a pair of Apollos now. He's probably going to lose this airfield. He got now something's been called in as well, so he may go ahead and take out the seaport while at it. We got a time bomb being put up by Blue as well. So to destroy a lot of this infrastructure nearby. A little bit overkill there, but as long as Blue's still alive, he has access to bring his protocol support his teammates. He also has a ore refinery there as well, so Blue has economy. I'm not sure where Blue's MCV may have went. Did he lose his MCV? Nope, it's right there. See circle strike and bombing runs. Dolphins getting some great hits there on the aircraft carrier. Was destroyed as well. All these Dolphins are severely wounded as well. And now here comes the sentry bomber. Takes out Blue's MCV, so Blue's ultimately knocked out of the game. Just might as well back out the game in order to give his remaining teammate all the resources. But nope, he sells off structures, so he did not give off any economy to his teammate. I think that's counts as a defeat and not as a back out. If we actually switch over to this is the yellow player. Green does have some money to work with. Trying to go for our ground army. Got a lot of veteran, a lot of elite bullfrogs and heroic bullfrogs. Well, Carl Gannon will come forward, which will freeze these structures. Cash bounty by Green as well. And did not actually freeze down the war factory each enough. Green's coming back out, sees well, gets a the time shift there, puts the Mirage tank on the inside, and the MCV destroys the Mirage tank. I know you can do that, destroys other units, but I think the MCV is a bit too fat for him to do that with. It was a Uno reverse card. Ultra torpedoes will be launched off now, getting some great hits on the fully heroic assault destroyer, and those torpedoes will miss as well. Now I got a fully heroic Akula sub and needs that health regen, of course. Fully heroic sentry bomber coming on in. Oh, it's a destroyed ship there. Is that a surgical airstrike? Ooh, excellent surgical airstrike. Gets the double kill on those bullfrogs. This ore mine has 1,000 credits remaining. Not a lot. So green does not have an economy at the moment. This one still can be recovered. This one is gone. This one is collecting. It is depleted, however. This one's definitely depleted. So we got 2 depleted versus 1,000 credits remaining. We got a prison tower here, getting some great hits on the Akula subs. Takes out the fully heroic one, throws an ultra torpedo on his own MCV. Next shot could take out the Akula sub. No, it does not. Do not have a barracks deployed out right there. I'm not sure what's going to be. We do got a defense bureau. And we do also have a war factory. A bunch of dolphins trying to make their way forward. Could find some good kills there. Takes out that terror drone there. And does not get that bullfrog. Does take out that one. And that cool sub. And now we do got that Slayer Strike. Gonna be milking these dolphins. Now got our fully heroic Mirage tank here, as long with a couple fully heroic infantry units. One of them's a fully heroic Imperial Warrior. He does get a snipe shot there, mini recruits it with one of his peacekeepers, gain that Mirage tank fire and gets direct hit there on Natasha and finish off Natasha right there. Because the MCV was sold and destroyed there, and melted dolphins as well, and Green's back on the game now. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.